Hello everybody, my name is David Whish-Wilson and I would just like to introduce you to my new novel, Shore Leave, which is coming out with Fremantle Press in November. Shore Leave follows on, it's the fourth novel in the Frank Swann crime series, following on from Old Scores, which came out a couple of years ago. As always, it features my central character, Frank Swann, the retired ex-detective and now private investigator, always running afoul of the ex-policeman and underworld characters, and it reunites him with a character used in my most recent crime novel, True West, and that is Lee Southern. So as usual, Shore Leave uses a braided narrative to tell the story. In other words, I write it from several different characters. It's called Shore Leave because it's set in late 1980s Perth, around the time when West Australia and the port of Fremantle was used by the US Navy, who were out there patrolling the Indian Ocean at the behest of President Reagan to try and keep Iran in check. And they used to come into the port of Fremantle fairly often. It's based on some of the stories I heard while working as a bartender in a dive bar in Tokyo, and when I used to hang around the bars in Mombasa, Kenya, used to chat to a few sailors. So it's based on some of the stories I heard from them, and it involves one character who is a midshipman or a grunt sailor on a USS aircraft carrier, and he kind of goes AWOL. There are some guns smuggled off board, and because it's a story set in Western Australia, there's another character who's involved in some shady operations. He runs a gold mine which is being stolen from. He comes to Frank Swann seeking a little bit of help. There are the Nongs bikie gang get another kind of Guernsey, and amongst all of that, Frank tries to kind of wend his way, trying to survive. He's very battered and bruised, following on from the last novel. He really just wants a quiet life with his family as he kind of heads towards retirement. But all of these things conspire when someone from the shore patrol comes to him and asks him to try and track down a US sailor who's gone missing. Frank gets deeply involved with trying to find this sailor, and after the disappearance and murder of a couple of women in Perth, all the fingers point towards this particular sailor, and Frank Swann kind of leads the investigation as a local. Meanwhile, we've got right-wing thugs running around, the bikies involved, and yes, the gold squad trying to pass some gold out of this gold mine as well. Anyway, Shore Leave, out in November. I hope you get to read it, and I hope if you read it, you get to enjoy it. And that's all from me. Thanks.